This case immediately signals complexity. We're not just dealing with a standard hearing. There are multiple potential fathers, missing parties, and unclear legal relationships. That's a huge issue because in cases involving children, especially custody or CPS matters, establishing who the legal father is becomes critical. Without that, the court can't properly assign rights or responsibilities. Notice how even the court staff seems unsure about identities. That confusion alone could delay proceedings significantly. So the big question here is, how do you move forward legally when even the basic facts, like parentage, aren't clearly established?
There's a caseworker, Esmeralda Sims. I've let her in.
Okay.
Just can't see her right now. Charles Whitehead is the presumed father. He was in the waiting room earlier. I don't see him now. There's a lady, somebody on here is Emma Letzinger. I don't know if that's the mother or...
That's the foster mother.
Okay.
You said what was the name?
It's the child's name.
Oh, okay. Because I know the foster mom wanted to be president.
Okay, so that's foster mom. Do you anticipate the mother being here, Miss Sims?
I did, yes, ma'am.
Do you have a way to get in touch with her to see if she's going to come on?
I can try and see if her phone is working.
Okay.
Judge, there's a presumed father, Mr. Whitehead, that was in the waiting room earlier. If he comes back, we don't believe him to be the father, but they're still married.
Yeah, this is going to be a sticky one because he wasn't the biological father of the other child either. So I don't know if it's the same situation that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mom gave us the name of Ruben Rivera. I don't believe that to be a real person. She said he was deceased, but in the military, but we haven't really found that person. And then in the other case, there's a person.
Now, this is where things get even more complicated, and frankly, a bit suspicious. The mother provided the name of a supposed father who may not even exist, and another possible father is currently in jail. From a legal standpoint, this creates a major credibility issue. Courts rely heavily on accurate information to determine parental rights, and when conflicting or unverifiable names are introduced, it slows everything down and raises concerns about intent. Is this confusion genuine, or is it an attempt to avoid responsibility? Either way, the court now has to investigate multiple angles just to establish something as basic as paternity.
Donald Model, that Mom was involved in during that case around the time of conception, and we've included him as an alleged father. I believe was in the Bell County Jail, so we're serving him there.
I did talk to Mr. Whitehead this morning. I can call him and see if he will log on. He wasn't sure if he had to be on because he said they've been legally divorced since March of this year and that he does not believe that he's the father, that they haven't had any kind of contact with each other for the past 18 months.
Your Honor, we do not show the divorce finalized.
Yeah, Mr. Whitehead needs to probably sign back on. He was in, but he left for some reason.
I'll call him and ask him to log back on.
Okay. In the last case, did Mr. Lubersky withdraw from it? I can't remember. Or did he represent him all the way through?
Judge, I believe Mr. Hardy had this one, so
I think Mr. Lubersky did withdraw. At first I told Miss Cindy to send the documents to. There he is.
Judge, I'm looking on Odyssey. Get you back. There appears to have been a final hearing in March, but the final decree is not signed.
Okay.
And let me look at the documents. I'm not sure if it discussed this child.
Mr. Whitehead is on, and I'm still trying to get a hold of Mom.
Here's a key legal moment. Presumed father. Even if someone isn't the biological father, the law can still treat them as a legal father under certain conditions, like marriage at the time of conception. That's why Mr. Whitehead is being pulled into this case despite claiming no contact. And this is important. Legal responsibility doesn't always depend on biology. It depends on legal status. The judge is stepping in to ensure he has representation, which protects his rights moving forward. So ask yourself, should someone be legally responsible for a child they say isn't theirs just because of a past relationship?
There you go. Okay. Mr. Whitehead, can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can
Okay.
hear you.
Well.
All right. Mr. Whitehead, you are a presumed father in this case. I understand that there was a divorce hearing that happened in March.
I can't hear you.
Okay, Mr. Whitehead, can you hear me now?
Let me try this. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Very, very lowly. Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
You can hear me now, okay? All right, Mr. Whitehead. Oh, I'm going to put you on mute, sir, just because there's some feedback. There's a delay in my sound. Okay, Mr. Whitehead, I understand that you probably haven't had any contact with Mom, and y'all got divorced while she was pregnant, but which is not supposed to happen. But anyway, you are the presumed father of this baby. And because of that, I need to appoint an attorney to represent you. Mr. Lubersky did withdraw in the middle of that last case. So Mr. Whitehead, I think, finished up the case representing himself. So Mr. Whitehead, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, at least for this initial hearing. And that way you can talk to that attorney about the circumstances and what's going on and how you play a role in this case. And we can go from there. We're just waiting to see if we can get Mom on.
Judge, Mom is still in jail. She was set to be in jail until the 5th.
Okay.
And Judge, I believe Mr. Modal is in jail also.
This is the court doing what it's supposed to do, ensuring everyone involved has legal representation. The mother is in jail. Another alleged father is also incarcerated. And the presumed father is confused about his role. Without attorneys, this case would spiral into complete chaos. Notice how quickly the judge moves to appoint counsel. That's because these cases involve serious rights, including custody and parental obligations. Legally, the court must ensure due process for all parties. And at this point, the judge is essentially stabilizing the situation before it gets even more complicated.
Okay. Well, I'm going to appoint Mom an attorney. I'll reappoint Mr. Maldonado. I think, hold on one second. Let me see if Mr. Maldonado was our attorney before.
I think so, Judge. I've seen it on a Rule 11.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and appoint Mr. Maldonado to represent Mom, and we'll get in touch with Mr. Maldonado today and let him know that Mom is in jail but is getting out on the 5th. And Mr. Whitehead, this is now a Wednesday case, is that correct?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna, I guess that's not gonna work. I can't appoint Mr. Maldonado because he's not a Wednesday attorney. So I take that back. I'm not going to appoint Mr. Maldonado. I will appoint
Even something as simple as scheduling reveals how structured the legal system is. The judge has to assign attorneys based on availability, like Wednesday attorneys, which might sound minor, but it's actually part of maintaining fairness and efficiency. Courts can't just assign any lawyer randomly. They follow systems to ensure workloads are balanced and procedures are consistent. So when the judge corrects herself and assigns a different attorney, that's not confusion. That's adherence to protocol. It shows how even small administrative rules play a big role in keeping the system functioning properly.
Ms. Garcia. And Mr. Whitehead, I'm going to appoint Mr. Williamson. And I will give you his number in a chat in just a second. All right, Mr. Whitehead, I'm going to send a chat with your attorney's name on there and telephone number. I will allow for you to screenshot it or write it down. The chat goes away very quickly, but you can pull it up on your menu. You got it? Okay. All right. Contact Mr. Williamson, and we will be contacting him as well, or the court will, to let him know that he was court appointed to represent you, at least for this initial show cause hearing. And you can talk to him about the issues and what's going on, and he'll be able to look up about that divorce case and the other CPS case, and familiarize himself with that and prepare for the hearing. The court's going to reset this to August the 11th. And I have appointed Ms. Garcia rather than Mr. Maldonado to represent the mother. And I think that takes care of everything until then. Mr. Whitehead, it will be a different Zoom link. You can contact your attorney to find out what time and what the Zoom link is. And I won't know what time it will be scheduled for until like Monday morning or early Monday afternoon. So you can find out either from CPS or Mr. Williamson, or you can always contact the court to find out what time it is scheduled for and what the correct Zoom link is. All right. Thank you. We'll be in recess.
By the end of this hearing, the court has resolved the case, but it's done something just as important. It's set the foundation. Attorneys are appointed. The next hearing date is scheduled, and all parties now have a path forward. In complex cases like this, progress often comes in stages, not instant decisions. The key takeaway? Legal systems prioritize structure and representation over speed, especially when children are involved. Without clear facts and proper counsel, any ruling could be flawed or challenged later. So what do you think? Should cases like this move faster, or is it better to take time and get everything right? If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom analysis.